Guys, so today I'm going to do a book review. I don't put any makeup on. So the first book is Koran Boy by Jamila Gavin. Now Koran Boy, as you can see, I've got my bookmark in it because it's very dense. It's a great plot line, like I really enjoyed this plot line, but the book itself, like the writing style, I just read a random paragraph. It's just such like a dense writing style, you know, but it's an amazing plot line, like really imaginative. Yeah, here you go. His eyes rolled upwards, tracing the length of the elm up its knobbly trunk into the branches and the leaves where the sky glistened in a patchwork of blue. And he penetrated its blueness till he was absorbed into it, when he began to hear the sound of voices singing anthems and psalms that reverberated in the corners of his brain. He felt hovered among angels. It's dense. I mean, that's just a bit of it. I read quite a lot of it. It got so dense, it's like, I'm not enjoying reading this. If I'm not going to enjoy it, what's the point in reading it? Next one is It's Acid by Emma Pass. Now, if you wanted to get this book, I'm afraid it wouldn't look like this. If you went to go and buy it, it wouldn't look like this in the shop, because this is the uncorrected proof, because my auntie has she's quite like high up in the book industry. Like, she used to work for Puffin, which is a book company and stuff, so she's quite into books. Like, she works for World Book Day and stuff, so she's quite into books, so she gets like uncorrected proofs. I've got quite a few of them. I've got signed by the author books, that sort of thing. So yeah, this book is amazing. I started reading it last night and I'm already far into it. It's so great, so it's just a normal writing, but then suddenly turn over the page and it's a news report. It's just great. Like, I've read that much, and so far there's been two. Well, this one's not a news report. That one is not a news report, but you know. And yeah, like there's just like different parts. There's chapters and parts, if you get what I mean. Well, and this book is amazing. I really, I didn't know what sort of books I like, but I decided I liked the sort of spy ones, because I read, I'm trying to think of the name of it. No, I can't think of the name, but it's Acid by Emma Pass. Really good. It's about a girl and she's in a prison. I'll read you the blurb. In Jenna's world, Acid is the most brutal, controlling police force in history, rule the world with an iron fist. It was Acid agents who locked Jenna away for life, for bloody crimes she struggles to remember. But Jenna's violent prison has taught her a thing or two about survival. When a mysterious rebel group breaks her out, she must use her strength, speed and skill to stay one step ahead. It's really good. Like, do you want me to read a bit to show you the writing style? Okay, here we go. Going over my new identity takes nearly all morning. Steve lets me read through the details in the hologram, then quizzes me over and over. The same age, but with a different birthday. My parents were warehouse workers. I have no siblings. I went to huge city schools in Zone P. I graduated from it with no qualifications. I'm going to be living in Zone M, in a place called Anderson Court, with a job in a factory in Zone R that makes parts of mantograms. Oh, and I have one day off a week, Sunday. This book is written in like as if it was her diary, but it's not. Like, at the beginning of a chapter, at the beginning it's like Marway Maximum Security Prison, Outer London, 12th of April 2113. So it's done. It's set in 2113. So it's really futuristic. Like, Acid rules England. You can't travel out of England. It's got a big fence down the middle of London with the outer and inner. Yeah, it's really good. Now, my friends were really surprised, but I'm quite a keen reader, but I haven't read The Hunger Games. have found a copy of Hunger Games. So once I finish reading Aesir, I'm gonna read Hunger Games. Yeah, although Aesir's quite thick. Yeah, I'm going to be reading Hunger Games. It's actually really good. So people are like, oh my god, it's so good, it's so good. Yep, I got it. I'm gonna be reading it. Yeah. So yeah, I advise Aesir. Now, if you don't mind sort of wading through Quran Boy, it is actually a really good plotline. Like, I enjoy the plotline. It's quite confusing because the narrator sort of switches around, so it doesn't tell you who's the narrator, and you get a bit confused. But then after the first like block, you're like, oh okay, I know who the narrator is now. You sort of just work it out, but it's kind of hard. So yeah, that's my reading. Oh, also, okay, so I'm partway through reading Queen and I. It's by Sue Townsend. It's like a classic. Well, it's not a classic. I don't know how old. #1 bestseller. I got it from like a charity shop or something. We were just flicking through it, and they were really cheap. This was like 50p. And we were just flicking through books. I goes, oh, this is a classic. Right, have you read it? I was like, no. But I goes, oh, here you go. He buys it for me. And the first chapter or so is really weird. But then apart from that, I really enjoyed it. Like, it's got these little pictures, but they're not actually throughout the book. They're sort of just at the beginning with 2. What happens is, in this book, what happens is their royal family gets kicked off. They get voted. So what happens is a new prime minister gets voted on, and so the new prime minister's like, no, we're getting rid of the royal family. So they get rid of the monarchy. That's what monarchy means. And so they have. So the queen, she doesn't have a job. So the whole royal family get put in a council flat, living off. Well, the queen lives off a pension, a stingy pension, and like William and stuff live off. Well, they're in this book, because it's such an old book. William is young. William's like 5. Now he's older, so it's kind of weird. It's kind of disorientating at first, but then you sort of work out like. So they need to live off like Diana's in it. They need to live off what's it called? Oh, you know when you get given money from the council? Oh, anyway, they have to live in council houses with barely any money. And so, yeah, and it's sort of how they're coping with it, like, not being able to make food, having to make new friends. It's really good. It's written sort of from the Queen's perspective. I think that book's really good. But I sort of stopped reading it halfway through, and I went on to reading Quran Boy, which I regret. I think the writer does have skills, just needs to sort of. I suppose it'd be good for older people, but I'm not too keen on it. But yeah, I advise Aesir. Here we go, got a pile of them. The Quran Boy, no. I don't like that one. I loved Aesir. I'm loving Aesir so far. I'm going to read Hunger Games because people were shocked I haven't read it. And then The Queen and I, The Queen and I by Sue Townsend is good. And I'm sort of reading it, but I stopped reading it. So yeah, God, that is a big chunk of writing that. So yeah, if you haven't read my books on Wattpad, it'd be really nice if you could read them on Wattpad. That'd be really nice. I'm going to put the link in the description below. You can just click on that, go onto the Wattpad website. The app is better, but you don't have to download the app. You can just read it on the internet. Please, that would be really nice if you could read my book. I update it. There are going to be some spelling and grammar mistakes, but I need to go comb through that and get rid of them. haven't done that yet because I'm still in the process of making it. What is my hair doing today? I just washed it and it's still sort of wet. It's not looking right. Anyway, sorry, I've been away the past 2 days. I uploaded a video yesterday. So I uploaded a video yesterday. It was just me doing Topshop. Yeah, I've been without like internet. Well, it takes quite a lot of your internet. I record these on my phone. It takes quite a lot of your internet to upload things to YouTube. It takes quite a lot of internet to watch things on YouTube. So I didn't upload them. I filmed one video and I just uploaded it when I got home yesterday. So yeah, sorry about that one. Ooh, but you know, I'm trying to upload them videos as much as possible. I don't have any makeup on at the moment.